CBS special presentation. Ferocious dinosaurs, swimming cats, talking babies.
No big deal.
It's Super Bowl's greatest commercials. Next.
Super Bowl commercials have become almost as big as the game itself. And tonight, the top 10 commercials from the past 42 years go head-to-head to determine the greatest Super Bowl commercial of all time.
Whoa.
And over the course of the next hour, you will decide the outcome in a live online vote. Also tonight, sneak peeks and a behind-the-scenes look at some of Super Sunday's top secret spots. It's all right here, right now, on Super Bowl's Greatest Commercials 2009. Giddy up!
Let's go. Come on, y'all. Come on. Super Bowl's greatest commercial spots. What up, Tampa Bay? Come on, y'all. Come on. You got to be the greatest.
Hello, friends. I'm Jim Nantz.
And I'm Daisy Fuentes.
And welcome to Raymond James Stadium, site of tomorrow's Super Bowl.
We're in Tampa Bay, Florida, which is also home to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that means we're in pirate country, so arr!
Arr? What's that mean?
You know, it's pirate for. How you doing?
How you doing? I'm doing okay. You doing all right?
Yeah.
I'm excited about the Super Bowl, but I'm really excited about this show tonight. You know, Tampa is an amazing city, and tomorrow will mark the 4th time that the Super Bowl has been played right here.
That's right. Throughout the show, I'll be taking you around town to show you all the preparation and all the excitement.
You know, over the past few weeks, CBS.com conducted a poll to determine the ranking of the top 10 best Super Bowl spots of all time. And tonight, we are going to count them down from 10. But when we get to the final 3, we're going to open up the voting all over again.
And from the top 3 spots, you'll be able to choose live, right here on the show, your favorite Super Bowl commercial.
Did you say live?
Live.
I don't do live. All right, we'll try it tonight. For 7 years, he has taken on all comers and defeated every last one of them for 7 years running. You have voted Coke's Mean Joe Green the top Super Bowl commercial.
Well, all good things must come to an end. And after tonight's show, Mean Joe retires to our Hall of Fame. I know, it's kind of sad, right?
It is. I hate to hear that.
And tomorrow, Coke Zero will unveil an updated version of the classic Coke spot with a twist, starring another Pittsburgh Steeler, a guy who could have been easily cast in a hair commercial, Troy Polamalu.
We'll have more on all that just a little bit later. But first, here are some of the great commercials that premiered during last year's Super Bowl 42.
So, let me get this straight. You've solved all our shipping problems with pigeons.
Carrier pigeons, sir.
Isn't this a little outdated?
No. These babies are equipped with GPS and night vision. This little guy's headed off to Cleveland.
Amazing. What about the big stuff?
That's been taken care of.
Let's switch to FedEx.
Bud Light is brewed to give you everything you want in a beer. Never-ending refreshment, superior drinkability, and now the ability to breathe fire.
Allow me.
Wow.
Do you have a cat?
The ability to breathe fire no longer available in Bud Light. The endless refreshment, however, remains.
Bud Light keeps it coming.
I'm really sorry.
And that's why I'm a dog person. As you can see on your screen, voting will begin very soon. So let's get down to business and begin our countdown as voted by you, the fans, at CBS.com.
And while you do that, I'm going to be heading out to explore the sights and sounds of Tampa Bay, so I will see you guys later.
Hey, okay. I guess I'm not invited. Let's begin our countdown. Numbers 10, 9, and 8. By the way, get me some souvenirs, will you please?
Starting the countdown at number 10.
Just thought you might want to know, sales aren't up, they're down. Yes, sir.
CareerBuilder.com. A better job awaits.
Coming in at number 9.
Next time, use FedEx.
And the spot that came in 8th.
A very close call. Could have gone either way. It was right on the line.
Well, Ferguson's not too happy with it, I can tell you that much.
He's beating him like a rented mule.
And the ref's just tuning him out.
Boy, where do you train to take a beating like that?
He said, when's that porch gonna get painted? And that litter box! It's been 3 weeks! 3 weeks! And to think I could have married Don Hoffman. And would it hurt for you to say that you love me once in a while?
Now, there's a guy who's really married to his job. You know, tomorrow's game between the Steelers and Cardinals is sure to deliver some hard hits, but comedy can be just as hard-hitting. Let's take a look.
Thanks, darling.
It's cold. Woo!
What can I get you?
Blueberry pie and Pepsi.
Got it.
Thanks. Good song.
Great song.
Working late on the holidays.
Yeah, it's hard on the kids.
Yeah.
Well, from the painfully funny to the wonderfully wacky, we've got some more Super Bowl greatest commercials coming up. Soon it'll be your chance to vote for your favorite commercial of all time.
Coming up, go behind the scenes of the making of a Super Bowl commercial, starring a guy who will also play in tomorrow's game. See Troy Polamalu as he stars in a new version of the classic Mean Joe Green commercial. Also, sneak peeks at some of this year's spots. And stay tuned for your chance to vote from our final 3 at CBS.com to determine the greatest Super Bowl commercial of all time.
We'll be right back.
Here now, a classic Super Bowl commercial from 2005.
Miss Capelli?
Yes, I'd like to be on a commercial.
What will you be advertising?
GoDaddy.com. Oh my gosh. It's a website where you can register .com names for only $8.95 a year.
And what exactly will you be doing on this commercial?
I could do a routine where I went like this.
Oh. Surely by now you must realize that you're upsetting the committee.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset the committee.
May I suggest a turtleneck?
Welcome back to Raymond James Stadium and Super Bowl's greatest commercials, 2009. Tampa hosted its first Super Bowl back in 1984. That year, the Los Angeles Raiders defeated the Washington Redskins and became the first team in history to score an offensive, defensive, and special teams touchdown in the same Super Bowl game. Well, tonight, these spots are also making history. Numbers 7 and 6 now in our top 10 countdown.
Here's number 7.
lot of people are like, aren't you too young to invest in the markets? And, you know, A, don't worry about it. You know, I just look young. I mean, you don't know how old I am. And B, I use E-Trade, so check it. Click. I just bought stock. You just saw me buy stock. No big deal. I mean, you know, if I can do it, you can do it. Whoa.
It's so easy. There are 1,000 new accounts a day at E-Trade.
And at number 6.
So I hear things are getting pretty serious with you and Sarah?
Yeah, I'm actually meeting her mother for the first time tonight.
We'll get a good look at her, because in 20 years, that's what Sarah's gonna look like.
What do you mean?
Take a good look at her. That's what Sarah's gonna look like.
Hi.
Hi. This is my mom. Hi, so nice to meet you.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down.
Isn't she incredible?
Yeah.
Make it a Bud Light.
Like they say, it's all in the genes. Budweiser has produced many memorable super spots, but perhaps the most iconic are those starring Budweiser Clydesdales. Daisy has made her way, by the way, from the stadium to the home of Budweiser's biggest Super Bowl star.
Thanks, Jim. These are definitely some big stars. I'm now over here at beautiful Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay, home to Budweiser's gentle giants, the Clydesdales. They are so amazing, so gorgeous, right you are, and huge. They're over 6 feet tall and like 2,000 pounds. Who needs to go on a diet, honey? I do, I know. I know. The Busch family first introduced the Clydesdales to the public back in 1933 to celebrate the end of Prohibition. And in fact, they carried the very first case of newly legal suds from the St. Louis brewery to the delight of a very thirsty crowd. Beer! I know! So here now is our Super Bowl salute to these incredible Clydesdales.
They always do that? Nah, they usually go for 2.
I always dreamed of being a Budweiser Clydesdale. Only problem is, I was born a donkey. All my life, I trained and trained. I even tried hair extensions. But at my big interview, they said, "What makes you think you can be a Clydesdale, son?" And what was my answer? I must have said something right.
We're hanging out with Clydesdale handler Lisa Marshall. All right, so Lisa, tell me, what's the big secret? How do you get them to play football?
Well, Daisy, since each one of these weighs about a ton, I think the real question is, once they learn, how do we get them to stop?
Ah, good point. Well, the Clydesdales commercials aren't the only Super Bowl spots to engage in a little animal behavior. Take a look.
How'd you find this place?
Yahoo? Wait.
What?
How did you learn how to talk?
Yahoo?
Bud Wines. Bud. Bud Wines. Bud. Wines. Bud. Bud Wines. Bud Wines. Bud Wines. Bud Wines.
I love your apartment, Brian. And Frank is so well behaved.
Yeah, we're best buddies. I'm gonna grab some Bud Lights.
Okay, you're so cute.
I think you're cute, too.
Talk?
Baby, I do a little bit more than just talk. But let's cut the chit-chat, head upstairs, or we can, you know... Whoa, here he comes. Act natural.
Fresh, smooth, real Bud Light.
I'll be right back.
So how do you feel about back hair?
It's all here.
Hey, Jim, you know, that monkey is not as dumb as his owner looks.
right?
All right, Daisy, thank you. We're going to check in with you at your next stop in Tampa in just a short bit. But now, some spots that are all about using your head.
Jenkins, got a minute? Listen, Jenkins, we're on to you. We know you're an alien. Admit it. You're just here studying our species.
Why don't we use FedEx?
That's all you ever say. We're not buying it.
Come on, it's so obvious. Why don't we use FedEx?
The jig is up. It's over.
Jenkins, we got a ton of packages to ship, but we're in serious trouble. Any ideas? Why don't we use FedEx?
Good thinking, Jenkins. You two, back to work.
FedEx. It's all you need to know.
Do you, Yahoo?
Congratulations. You knew a lot about this car. I did my research on cars.com. Seriously, their consumer reviews and dealer locator really helps.
Feels pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Plus, now I don't have to use Plan B.
What's Plan B?
I was gonna have a witch doctor shrink your head if you didn't give me what I wanted.
Hey, Jay, can I take off? I got a tiny head.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Sorry about that. I should get him out of here.
Right.
Okay, don't accuse me of getting a big head, all right? Stay tuned for more supernaturally funny spots.
Tomorrow, this man can become an MVP both on and off the field. Up next, a look at Troy Polamalu's Super Bowl commercial debut. Also, a peek at some big spots that hope to break through tomorrow. And stick around for your chance to vote for one of our final 3 Super Bowl commercials at CBS.com.
Coming back at you. You got to be the greatest.
Welcome back to Raymond James Stadium and Super Bowl's Greatest Commercials 2009. You know, before we get back to the top 10 countdown, I wanted to pay special tribute to some of the Super Bowl commercials that didn't crack this year's top 10. Now, they're certainly classics, and they are definitely worth reliving.
Today we celebrate the first glorious anniversary of the information purification directives. We have created our own confusion. We shall prevail.
On January 24th, Apple Computer will introduce Macintosh. And you'll see why 1984 won't be like 1984.
Thanks to new technology, mobile telephoning has just taken a giant step forward. It will soon be available to just about everybody, and there'll be no more waiting for an operator to place your call. You just direct dial it yourself.
Hello.
G. No, GTE.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna get creamed.
Let Noxema cool your face. So the razor don't.
You've got a great pair of hands.
That almost makes me miss the 70s. Well, not really. Now for the cream of our crop. Let's get back to the countdown. The top 10 countdown 2009.
Coming in at number 5.
This man right here is my great-grandfather. He's the first cat herder in our family.
Herding cats. Don't let anybody tell you it's easy.
Anybody can herd cattle. Holding together 10,000 half-wild short hairs, well, that's another thing altogether.
Being a cat herder is probably about the toughest thing I think I've ever done.
I got this one this morning, right here. And if you look at his face, it's just ripped to shreds, you know?
You see the movies, you hear the stories, I'm living a dream. Not everyone can do what we do.
I wouldn't do nothing else.
It ain't an easy job, but when you bring a herd into town and you ain't lost a one of them, ain't a feeling like it in the world.
UDS, managing the complexities of the digital economy.
And at number 4.
see that. Nope.
Some fans just let it all hang out. You know, we're down to 3. The final 3, the top 3, and now you get to decide which one will be number 1. Here they are, the 3 best spots vying to become the greatest Super Bowl commercial of all time.
The final horse for this year's hits team is Thunder. Thunder!
From last year's game, an instant classic.
Maybe next year, Hank.
Budweiser's Team Clydesdale.
Welcome aboard, Hank.
A rookie spot from last year's Super Bowl, tied to go, talking stain interview.
So tell me about yourself.
Well, you know, an organized person, somebody who does not leave details. I'm actually very, very good with groups. Group work. I've surpassed all my goals, my previous position, my prior job, and your competitor. My personnel under me have surpassed their own goals.
Oh.
Get famous at mytalkingstain.com.
And the reigning and undefeated champ, Coke's classic from 1980, Mean Joe Green.
Mr. Green?
Yeah.
You need any help?
Mm-mm.
Want my Coke?
No.
Really, you can have it.
Okay. Thanks.
That's the way it should be. I like to see.
See you around.
The whole world smiling with me. Coca-Cola has right. Have a Coke in it.
Wow, thanks, Mean Joe.
2 rookies versus a retiring veteran. And that's where you come in now, folks. It's that time, the moment you've been waiting for. All you have to do is go to CBS.com right now and vote for the spot that you want to be this year's champion. We'll reveal the results at the end of our show. As we mentioned earlier, after 7 years, our undefeated champion, Coke's Mean Joe Green, is taking a well-earned retirement. But Mean Joe has become such a beloved commercial that Coke has decided to continue his legacy with a new Coke Zero ad featuring 4-time Pro Bowl safety and fellow Pittsburgh Steeler Troy Polamalu. Let's take a look.
Let's roll down. Ready? And action.
We've created a new ad that has many similarities with one of our most iconic commercials and some differences.
It was pretty amazing, actually. You know, it was the most popular commercial in the last 20 or 30 years. To be part of it was very special for me.
I think the efforts we took on this new ad to recreate some of the feeling of the first spot, from the tunnel to the crowd and the way they're set up and wardrobed, we tried to set the stage so it would look very similar to the original spot.
Mean Joe Green was a really mean guy. Well, obviously he's got me on the football end. There's no doubt about that. He's the greatest, one of the greatest defense players there to play the game. Acting-wise, I don't know, we'll see. It's the parody of it. It's what makes it funny, you know. And especially with the history of this commercial, I think people will really understand it. I think they'll really like it a lot.
Mr. Polamalu?
Yeah.
You need any help?
Mm-mm.
You want my Coke Zero?
Nah.
Really? You can have it.
And look who has joined us, the legend himself, Mean Joe Green. Great to have you.
Thank you, Jim.
On the show. Super Bowl commercial legend that you are. You've had a lot of fun with this. This just keeps going on and on. It's the commercial that keeps on giving.
Keep watching. I love it. I love it. I love it.
When you were shooting that spot, did you have any idea that this was going to resonate with people for years?
Jim, I had no idea. I knew that at some point in time that it was good because we did win an award for it. But
30 years, no way that I thought that beyond my wildest dreams that we would still be talking about the commercial.
Well, you're, of course, in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and tonight you're going into the Super Bowl Commercials Hall of Fame.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
You got a look on your face like you're not sure.
Yeah.
Would it mean anything to you to win it one more time?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I got to tell you, I sit up and watch this. I watch it all the time.
You do?
And you know who I'm pulling for? Myself.
Well, good luck. I'd like to see you win it one more time. It's
Thank you.
Great to see you here in Tampa.
Thank you,
Mean Joe Green. So listen, everybody, go vote. As you can see on your screen, there is plenty of time. Go now and pick your winner. And while you vote, let's check in with Daisy. She's over at the NFL Experience. What's going on over there, Daisy?
Thanks, Jim. So this is the NFL Experience. It's a totally amazing football theme park with 1 million square feet of interactive games, cool displays, and lots of fun stuff to do. I mean, you can even learn how to kick a field goal from a totally cute NFL kicker like Josh Scobie here of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Oh, wow. I mean, that was flawless, Josh.
Thank you. Good to see you, Dave.
Thank you for teaching me how to do this kicky field goal thingy.
There you go. Field goal thingy. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. I got to tell you, I have math skills, and it looked pretty easy. So what kind of pointers are you going to give me?
All right. Well, first, let's get a ball and a tee.
All right.
Thank you. And the #1 pointer is to kick the left side of the ball.
Left side of the ball.
Bottom part of the ball.
Bottom part of the ball.
With the instep of your foot.
And it won't ruin my pedicure.
I really don't know. I've never had one, so
Very
we'll see what happens.
Josh.
We'll see what happens.
Sounds easy enough, though, guys, isn't it? I mean, left side of the ball, and step of the foot. Right. Come on. Okay.
Now you take 3 steps straight back to the ball.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
2 over to your left now.
1, 2.
And now you're going to take 3 steps straight at the ball.
And that's it.
That's it.
All right, here I go. Oh, wow. Whoa.
That was good.
That was not so good, Josh.
No, that was good. I've seen worse.
Oh, he's so kind. He's totally being kind. But, all right, I don't have math skills, but isn't it true that you never know when you're going to discover a hidden talent?
That is true.
Introducing Doritos 3Ds. A whole new shape that begs to be eaten in very loud ways.
Ay, Chihuahua.
Doritos 3D snacks.
Have you ever spent like 5 minutes with him? He's totally self-centered and insensitive. She's my best friend. She has these emotional needs he can't meet. And now he's the one acting needy.
He's at the 50. He's at the 40. He's going to go all the way. Johnson breaking loose. The rookie's on fire. Wow, this kid's having a huge half. It's just incredible.
You're such a great listener.
Thanks.
You know what would have really got that guy's attention? If she told him the going price for a commercial during this year's Super Bowl. Hey, come on, guys. Let's see what you got. Despite the ailing economy, this year, a 30-second spot will set you back a mind-blistering $3 million. Ouch. And they won't even give you a refund, no matter what. Hey, come on, put some muscle into it.
It's time for E-Trade.
much about the economy, but you can definitely do something about our top 3 Super Bowl spots. You can help pick the winner. There is still time to vote at CBS.com. And again, these are your top 3 choices: Coke's Mean Joe Green, Budweiser's Team Clydesdale, or Tide to Go, Talking Stain Interview. Vote now, because as you can see on your screen, time is running out. We'll have the winner in just a few minutes.
Still to come, sneak peeks of this year's Super Bowl spots that are simply awesome. Plus, which spot in our final 3 will win our online vote and be crowned the greatest Super Bowl commercial of all time.
Coming back at you.
Super Bowl's Greatest Commercials 2009 will continue here on CBS.
There are places where wildness, genuine, pristine wildness, still exists. Galapagos is one of them. I'm Sven Lindblad of Lindblad Expeditions, and for nearly 40 years we've been exploring Galapagos. Join us and you'll see remarkable things, meet very interesting people, and experience the joy and wonder of going on an expedition.
Monday at 11. Jobs, jobs, and more jobs. You're looking, and we're here to help. CBS 2 News shows you how to get creative with all the part-time jobs out there. From who's hiring to how to get your foot in the door. CBS 2 HD with your job bank. Monday at 11.
Sandals Luxury Included Resorts now include a once-in-a-lifetime offer. Book now, save up to 55%. Call your travel agent or 1-800-SANDALS.
Remembering 1969, the year that shaped an era. Sunday, 6 a.m.
My personality and me have surpassed their own goals.
Hey, kid.
Thanks, Mean Joe.
Well, friends, those are your top 3 commercials: Coke's Mean Joe Green, Budweiser's Team Clydesdale, or Tide to Go, Talking Stain Interview. 3 amazing spots, I'm sure you'll agree, and 1 tough choice left to you. The clock on your screen is ticking, so go right now to CBS.com and vote for your favorite. We'll have the results at the end of our show. But right now, let's again check in with Daisy, who's at another pirate haven here in Tampa.
Ahoy, matey! I gave the NFL experience the old heave-ho and set sail for a rip-roaring pre-Super Bowl bash here at Gasper's Grotto. It's an amazing Buccaneer hangout and the place to shake your pirate booty here in Tampa Bay. And this place is seriously rocking it hard. I can definitely feel the anticipation for tomorrow's game. And hey, look who's here tonight. We've got some pirates from the Caribbean. We've got some pirates from Treasure Island. And we even have some Pittsburgh pirates. We've got treasure chests, skulls, and crossbones, and eye patches and things. And you know what? That can only lead to one thing. Sword fight! Ooh.
You give a little love, and it all comes back to you. You're gonna be remembered for the things that you say and do. You give a little love, and it all comes back to you. You're gonna be remembered for the things that you say and do. You give a little love, and it all comes back to you.
Why don't you get us something to cool this fire down?
I got just the thing. I got too low for that fire.
great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down. Make it a Bud Light.
That's not that bad.
Yo, who got it better than me? Better line on the block, rolling VIP. Sick whip, thick rims, fat rocks, I got them. Shining like a superstar from top to bottom. You need a sugar daddy, I'm the Mac. And if you need $1, holla, cause I got a whole stack. What? Rolling VIP. What? Rolling VIP.
Better night.
What?
Fries.
Life comes at you fast.
Thank you.
A nationwide annuity could guarantee you income for life.
Nationwide is on the side.
Well, K-Fed may know his way around a fry machine, but like my pirate friends here, I hear he also knows his way around the ladies. Kind of like the guys in these next spots. Paper or plastic?
Paper's fine.
I like these. Oh, nacho cheese. Old school. Fiery habanero? Yeah, those are hot. Oh, salsa verde. Oh, blazing buffalo and ranch? Giddy up! Gonna need a cleanup on register 6.
From the man who brought fantasy to life comes a hair product born into reality. Beauty has a face, perfection a name. And now, you can experience a shampoo worthy of only one man's name.
Life comes at you fast. Be ready with Nationwide investments, retirement, insurance.
You know I like you, and I like you a lot. I like Janice a lot, too, and I know she's your roommate.
Janice?
I'm not sure how to say this to you. You know that I like you a lot, right?
Yeah.
It's just that I like Janice a lot, too, and I know she's your roommate, and I
So
wouldn't...
date both of us.
What? What did you say?
Wow. I guess you really can have it all. But sometimes you gotta pick just one. Like tonight. So go to CBS.com now and vote for the one Super Bowl commercial you think is the all-time greatest spot. So Jim, fair winds and full hold from the grotto. That's Pirate. See ya.
Thanks, Daisy. Here again are your choices. Coke's Mean Joe Green, Budweiser's Team Clydesdale, or Tide to Go Talking Stain interview. Your vote, your call. Vote now. The polls are about to close. We'll be right back with more Super Bowl's greatest commercials.
Still to come, sneak peeks of spots that are sure to make a huge impact tomorrow. Plus, a behind-the-scenes look at the making of an NFL commercial for the NFL's biggest game. And there's still time to vote at CBS.com from our top 3 for your favorite Super Bowl commercial of all time.
You got to be the greatest.
Here now, a classic Super Bowl commercial from 2007.
What are you doing?
Should we pick him up? He has Bud Light.
He has an axe.
But he has Bud Light.
And an axe.
I'm sure there's a reason for it. Hey, buddy. What's with the axe?
It's a bottle opener.
Hop in.
Refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it.
Look, here's Bud Light.
And a chainsaw.
Well, it might be too late for them, but it's not too late for you. As you can see, our clock is winding down, but there is still time to go to CBS.com and tell us which of these 3 will live on as the greatest Super Bowl commercial of all time. It's easy to vote. Do it now. Those spots are certainly unforgettable, but when it comes to the NFL's own Super Bowl commercials, the ads themselves often start with an incredibly memorable story. Let's take a look.
Every year in the Super Bowl, we have an opportunity to tell all of our fans a great story about a player. We actually created a tractor trailer, which was set up like a confessional, and went around the country to all 32 team facilities. And we had about 250 players who came into this tractor trailer.
Is there a camera in there?
And they told stories.
I was the guy that wasn't supposed to be here.
The one you're going to see here this year is about the great American dream. Osama Young is on the Saints.
When Osama was a kid, I got him a job working as a snow cone vendor where the Redskins play.
Yeah.
basically a story of him as a young boy. His father's a disciplinarian and got him a job selling stuff in the ballpark.
My father always pushed me to do something because, you know, some of your friends, they aren't doing as much. They're hanging out in places they shouldn't be hanging out, doing things they shouldn't be doing, and that kept me away from it and got me where I'm at now.
I always wanted to make them have a work ethic, you know, and to know that things didn't come to them, you know, without hard work, you know. So like they developed that attitude, and must have worked, because this is his first real job.
And now I'm in the Super Bowl. It's just a commercial, son. Hey, you got a point. Now get me a snow cone.
To see that spot in its entirety, you'll have to wait until tomorrow's game between the Cardinals and the Steelers. But you won't have to wait any longer for a sneak peek at this year's Super Bowl commercials, because here they are.
Here, watch. Free Doritos at the office today? I think that's a yes!
Some say David Abernathy's extraordinary confidence began at birth, when he congratulated the doctor on a perfect delivery.
I'm good.
Be honest here, man.
Fuck it. I'm good. Ready? No.
Standing on the corner since a quarter after 7.
Come on, Rusty. Come on, let's go for a walk. Rusty!
Not again.
Bruno, come back here! Bruno, you bad, mad bird!
It's true. I've enhanced my image with a domain name and a website from GoDaddy.com.
Enhanced? I'll show you enhanced.
Danica Patrick.
Suddenly I have the urge to take another shower.
This is awesome!
Keep watching.
This is my 5th shower today.
Steamy.
Well, I don't know about you, but I can't wait for Super Sunday, and I can't wait to find out the winner of tonight's Top 10 Countdown when we return the spot that you voted tonight, your #1 all-time favorite Super Bowl commercial. Don't go away, because it's coming up next. Welcome back to Raymond James Stadium and Super Bowl's Greatest Commercials 2009. Folks, the voting is over. The ballots have been counted, and a winner has been certified. Can't wait to find out. Which spot will it be? First, Daisy, what's your guess?
I don't know. It's just too tough to call. I mean, what's your favorite commercial, guys? Well, we have a consensus here. All right, Jim, the suspense is killing me. Who's our winner?
Whoa, okay, Daisy. Hey, listen, the competition was fierce. The voting was incredibly heavy this year, and the results were the closest we've ever had. For the past 7 years, Coke's Mean Joe Green has been unbeatable. And again, this year, win or lose, he will retire. But will he leave the field undefeated? We're about to find out. Here again are the top 3 that you've been voting for all evening. A rookie spot from last year's Super Bowl, tied to go, Talking Stain interview.
Surpassed their own goals.
Also from last year's game, an instant classic, Budweiser's Team Clydesdale. And the reigning and undefeated champ, Coke's classic from 1980, Mean Joe Green.
Hey, cheers.
Wow, thanks, Mean Joe.
And the winner is, here we go. Is it going to be Mean Joe again? What do you think, folks? Sorry, Joe, not this time. What an upset. Mean Joe has finally been dethroned, and by a rookie, no less. Our winning spot, no horsing around, Budweiser's Team Clydesdale, the Super Bowl champion of 2009. The runner-up goes to Coke's Mean Joe Green, and coming in third, tied to go Talking Stain interview. Congratulations to Team Clydesdale. And Mean Joe Green, your Coke spot, what an amazing run. The #1 Super Bowl commercial for 7 years, and once again a worthy competitor tonight. Thanks to all of you for watching, and especially to those of you who voted. And don't forget to join us next year for more Super Bowl's greatest commercials. Will be down in Miami. And thank you, Daisy, for showing us all around Tampa and its surrounding areas tonight. For Daisy Fuentes and Joe Green from earlier, this is Jim Nantz saying good night. Enjoy the game tomorrow.
What up, Tampa Bay?